coming right back. Now we're going to start up with some carne asada, okay? Like I told you, we actually got some sunshine up here. It's December in the Northwest, Western Washington. It's not raining. It's not gray. There's blue skies. Got to keep grilling, you know what I'm saying? All right, check this out. Like I said, we're going to be getting down some carne asada. First thing we're going to do, we're going to make a marinade. Well, let's back up a little bit. Let's take a look at the meat here. Now, the meat that I'm going to be using here is a top round. I go to the local Mexican grocery here. They have a Carne Asada, a butcher shop in the back, and so they cut this nice and thin. Check that out. Nice and thin. Look at that. That'll grill up real fast. Oh, it's going to be good. Now, last time I used a ranchera cut. It has a little more marbling. Now, this doesn't have as much marbling. It's probably going to be a tougher piece of meat, even though it's thinner, so that's why it's going to be important to get our marinade going, okay? So let's just kind of put the meat out of the way. All right. What we have here, I'll give you everything as we go down the list, okay? Here, a little cerveza, some beer. I'm using an amber today in this. You can use any one you like. Just with the meat like this, with the beef, I think an amber adds a nice flavor to it, okay? But I mean, if you want to add it, whatever your preference is, okay? A little bit more, about half a beer. Well, I better wait, huh? Okay, all right. So that's a juice for about one lime right there. We'll put that in there, okay? We got some oil, using some olive oil there. Drop that in there. Do our liquids first. Now here, I have some green chiles, okay? Even with that little juice, where those good oils are in there. So we're gonna drop that in there next. Woo! There we go. Here, I have 3 tomatillos that I quartered, okay? I took the stem out, quartered them. We're going to drop those in there. Cilantro, got to have our cilantro. You know how I like my cilantro. So I'm just going to, gosh, what is that, about a quarter, half cup? Más o menos, you know. Throw that in there. Okay. Cumin, comino. I went back to the Mexican store, you know, Ramirez. It's here in town in Tumwater. Man, oh, it smells so good, so fresh it smells. Okay, I'm going to do, I guess, it's about a half teaspoon. Okay, drop that in there. Okay, a little garlic powder. You can use fresh if you want, whatever your preference is. So I guess that's close to a tablespoon there, a little less. I'm going to throw a little onion powder. Again, you know, if you want to use fresh, you can on this. I'm actually almost out of garlic and onion. How weird is that? Fortunately, they're picking some up at the grocery store for me. So, a little more. Throw the onion in there. Now, of course, some salt. Throw a little bit more. And here's some of that pepper, fresh ground pepper that I ground up earlier. 2 dashes there as well. Okay, that looks like everything. So, well, if I can get the lid on right, that'll help, huh? Okay, let's go ahead and pulse this. Have it set on high. Just kind of mixing everything up, chopping up those tomatillos. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Got a nice mix going there. Oh, on one note there, make sure you don't add your beer and then immediately add the salt. If you've seen what'll happen, yeah, it'd be like a little volcano. That won't be that bad, but you know. All right, here, a nice gallon-sized bag, zipper bag, okay? I'm gonna take my meat, put it right in there. Wipe my hands from that raw meat. And we'll take our marinade right inside. Oops. Okay, so all we have to do, I'm going to take some of the air out of there. You got this? Getting all this? Taking notes? All right. Let's get it nice and sealed. You want to make sure you get a good seal on this, and I'll show you why. Because I'm going to take this. I'm going to swirl it around like that. Mira. Yeah. You want a good seal because what we're going to do now is we're just going to go ahead and refrigerate this, okay? I like to lay it on flat like that in the refrigerator. Then, I don't know, an hour or so I'll go and I'll flip it so it's that way. Another hour, we'll flip it like it's that way. Now the reason we're going to marinate is this is going to be a tougher cut of meat, like I mentioned. So we want to break down those cells so it's a lot more tender. Okay, let's go ahead and marinate this for a few hours. Next step, we're going to be outside. We're going to be grilling this up. You know what I'm saying? All right. It's already dark out here, just after 5 o'clock. So throw the carne on there. There we go. This is going to cook pretty quick, okay? Another thing I did there, it's hard to see it, but I put a lot of smoke. It's smoking also because I have wood chips in my little firebox, okay? Now this is going to cook up pretty quickly. So I put some mesquite in there because I like that southwestern kind of, I don't know, just makes me think of the desert southwest, you know, Texas, Nuevo Mexico, Arizona, Sinaloa, you know, Chihuahua, all that whole area, you know. So that's why I'm using mesquite on this. Now this is cooking real quick here, okay? Here in a minute, we're going to go ahead and we're going to flip it. So just let that cook. I'm going to close this for a minute. Alright, so it's been going for about a minute or two on that side, so we're going to go ahead and flip. There we go, look at that. Now sometimes it might get stuck on there a little bit, so make sure work it with your spatula. It's cooking up real quickly here. So, about maybe 2 more minutes max. It's going to be done on the other side. We're going to take it in and we're going to get it cut up, alright? Alright. Alright, check this out. Let's take a peek here. What I did is I tented it because I let the meat rest for just a couple minutes. Ah, look at those pieces of meat right there. Let's get them all out there. Let's take a cut. Let's take a quick look. See how things are looking. Definitely cooked through. I think that's going to work, my friends. Alright, what we're going to do now? Alright, all I'm going to keep doing right now is I'm just going to keep chopping at this until I'm done with all the meat. Of course, we have some guacamole that we made earlier. Showed you how we make our salsa before. Now this right here is a pack of tortillas I get from that place I mentioned to you, Ramirez. So they were made just earlier today. Gonna go ahead and we're gonna make some little tacos. We'll warm the tortillas up, put some carne in there, maybe some guacamole or some salsa. And we're gonna have ourselves some tacos right now. All right. So there you go. There's our carne asada that we grilled up today. All right. Until next time.